Alrighty, good day everyone. So here we are. I'm just doing a quick video here because I haven't put one out for about a week or so. This is a ride we did last Sunday. We're just hitting the Esplanade. Not sure who all these guys are up front, apart from Tim right in front of me now in the black. He's his first ride back. He hasn't ridden for about 6 or 7 months, so it's his first ride back, and it doesn't seem to have affected his fitness any having 6 months off, because in the end he ends up leading this little train out. I did say, look, we'll just jump on the back of these guys. I don't know who they are, but we'll jump on the back of them and have a nice easy tow along the Esplanade. But they weren't going quite quick enough for Tim. So you've got Alf alongside me and then Mark behind me. So all of us were out today. Did about 55 k's, I think it was. It's good fun, nice little ride. But anyway, Tim leads us out and we get smashing along. But what else have I been up to? I've been doing my zwifting. So I've been doing my training. I'm nipping away. I'm going away in about a week's time for 3 weeks. So I'm not going to be around, but I am doing some training when I'm away. But anyway, I've been doing some zwifting. Anyone that's following me on Strava will see. And I've just finished about an hour ago a WBR draft craft. And that was pretty good. So I'm getting better and stronger at being able to hang on to these guys on the indoor trainer, because I don't know, on the indoor trainer I still find it harder than actually being out on the bike. I don't know whether it's the cooling thing or what, but look, at the end of the day, when I'm on the indoor trainer at the minute, because it's absolutely roasting hot here in Brisbane, Australia, and the humidity is through the roof, so I'm in front of the air conditioner, and that works a couple of different ways. Yeah, it keeps you cool. I've also got a fan on me. It keeps you cool, but I also get dried out, so my throat gets pretty dry. I generally don't like the air conditioning. Like when I'm out in the car on my own, I generally won't use the aircon. I'll have the windows down. But when I'm in the car with my wife and the kids, obviously they all want the aircon on. But anyway, it dries me out a little bit when I'm on the indoor trainer, but it keeps you cool. But anyway, I have noticed that I am getting now. Well, I'm at the point now where I'm well and truly able to keep a hold of these guys. So we did a 45-minute session. Average speed was 38.5 and the average heart rate was 150. So much better, I must admit. When I first started doing the zwifting and I tried some of these groups like the WBR guys and that, I was finding it hard, to be honest with you, hanging on to them. It was difficult, and that was even drafting, you know, because I drafted obviously on this one, but also did a bit up the front as well. So I moved it around a bit and we worked up and down the watts, which was good. But I've got to admit, doing all the training that I've been doing, like trying to get on the bike every day, working that in and around work, I've found it that it's becoming easier, which is obvious, isn't it? But it definitely is becoming easier. They're not as hard at efforts now. So I'm going to try and get on for about an hour and a half tomorrow, not quite at that pace, but just at a steadier pace, maybe you know, something like around about 180 watts or something like that, and just tick over for about an hour and a half. And that's pretty much what I've been doing, apart from obviously my weekend rides, but I've been busy with work and that as well, so it's just hard trying to fit it all in. But I have sort of come up with a little bit of a way of doing it, and you just got to commit to it and do the training if you want to get a bit stronger. I'm doing this mainly for my race. Hopefully I'm going to be fit enough and strong enough come the end of May for me to be able to do this ride, because it's a bloody tough one. But hopefully with all this zwifting and joining these groups, because they make you work hard, hopefully this and then my weekend rides, I should be fit enough and good. But here we are on the back of Tim here, and smashing on. What we're doing now, 40 odd k's an hour. I'm sitting around the 2 to 250 watts. So he's got to be 350 easy. I did ask him actually when we got to the end of this little section, which is in about another kilometre, Don't forget, he hasn't ridden for 6 to 7 months. He's done nothing. He hasn't been on the bike, and he's able to do this. So, but I mean, he is a bit of a machine, I've got to admit. You know, he's a great climber and all the rest of it, and he's done a lot of cycling. He's done a lot of cycling at a high level, and he's done a lot of races. So he's got a lot of experience, and he's got the power there. I did ask him what the effort he was doing and how much cadence that he was putting out, because as you can see, he's spinning quite high, and he says he was doing 110 cadence, and it was about 80%. Now Tim doesn't use a power meter, he only runs on heart rate, but he was at 80%, and smashing along there. He uses man gear, so he's got a 53.39 on the front, and I do believe it's an 12.25 on the back. So it's pushing some hard gears, and smashing along there. But it was good just sitting on the back there. But I do find it easier out on the road than on the indoor trainer. I'm sure if you get on Zwift and start doing some efforts, if you want to get a bit stronger, you can get used to doing them on Zwift, on the indoor trainer. I reckon whatever you can do on the indoor trainer, you can add another 20% or so to out on the bike, because I reckon it's definitely harder on the indoor trainer. I'm sure it is. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know. Let me know, put your comments down below. But anyway, that is it for this one. That was a good little effort there by Tim. You got any questions or comments, you can post them down below.